Doug, let's talk multi-cloud for a second, because the reality of it is that most customers are dealing with multiple cloud solutions, and security becomes a real challenge from that perspective. And I'm curious to get your take on how do customers deal with security in a multi-cloud environment?
Absolutely right, because those individual cloud providers have some tools that can assist you in some of those spaces that we've spoken about, right? I think one of the important things to often look for is there anyone who provides you a view across the different cloud environments, right? Absolutely. That is absolutely an approach that we've tried to do or take with Cisco, is to be an abstraction layer from those different clouds. So we can actually provide you some of those controls in those different cloud environments using similar policy, but applied to AWS or to Azure or to Google, whatever the platform is that you've chosen as your cloud provider. So multi-cloud defense is a great tool that we have to do that. We can actually do, like I said, the enforcement, we can do the posture management, so we'll actually give you a view of what you have. Because there's that old saying in security, right? You can't protect what you don't know. So it's really important to look for things that'll provide you with that one tool that covers many providers, but also covers a couple of different functions. We spoke about tool consolidation. What about the cloud consolidation? I think if you can find those tools to do things, you end up in a great position from a security perspective. So that's one of the things you're doing. And there's some other exciting things that as I said, I'm kind of rubbing my hands together to share as we get further down the track in terms of what Cisco's just announced.
Yeah. And we're definitely going to get there. You know, just coming back to that consistency, it's so important. You know, one of the things that we've seen with customers is when in multi-cloud environments, they're managing a policy over here, they're managing a policy over there, they've got compliance requirements, they've got all these different challenges, and so being able to be that abstraction layer over the top really does help to remove that level of complexity.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the one thing we haven't even really begun to scratch on, and I can't believe it hasn't come up in the conversation yet, is the acronym of the year, really, right? AI.
Yeah.
What is happening in the AI space, and how are we applying those things in our tool sets to actually help us do better the functions that we can do, and help us with the resourcing that's needed to cover some of this. Like, you guys provide people, but if we can make those people more effective using AI and machine learning, then how do we use those within security tools? And Cisco is making some great advances in that space as to how we actually augment and help people do what they need to do. Lower the skill barrier to be able to do the job by being able to allow them to speak in natural language to apply policy and do those different things. So I think there's some really important points around that as well that we need to look at. And you know, you could find a lot of information on what Cisco is doing in that space to drive this into our different tool sets with AI Assistant and a couple of other things there. Like even in WebEx, we're using AI to record and summarize conversations, messages, which has been really, really helpful, especially to me when I get an essay from someone and I click summarize and it gives me the bullets. It's fantastic. So how do we apply that in security to get our resources to be able to do their job faster and more effectively?
AI is really going to be a game changer for us. There's absolutely no doubt. And you mentioned AI Assistant and what that offers just in terms of helping organizations manage firewall policies that, you know, it could be hundreds, if not thousands of rules. Really means that we're helping our customers become more efficient in how they manage security. So there's a lot there, and we'll have to, you know, I'm sure people go back and listen to this episode maybe once, twice, 3 times to absorb all that. Doug, thank you very much for your time. If you'd like to engage with one of our security experts focused on Cisco, please go to data3.com/Cisco Security. Thank you very much.